Today, we play Best of One.
The only one in Best of One.
What? Genius axes!
Ta-da!
Eurian. This is Standard. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and while I usually like to play my control decks with blue, today we are going to try controlling the meta without blue. I've run into more and more of black-white planeswalker control decks on ladder, and usually they're all over the place with a number of different planeswalkers. I like to focus in on what I consider the key planeswalkers, Liliana and Wandering Emperor, and then I'm also going to try to win with Restless Fortress and Mirix out of the mana base. To support it, we have board wipes like Sunfall, which go like peas and carrots with planeswalkers. We're also using a lot of very versatile removal. While Cut Down kills very small creatures, along with Virtue of Persistence, Destroy Evil, Sheoldred's Edict, and Legion to Ashes are super flexible in that they can hit a number of different permanent types, which is something that this deck badly needs to be able to really keep full control of the board. That's really the nuts and bolts of it. I'm going to shut down your creatures, and then planeswalkers are going to drive you to absolute despair. So if you like a different approach to control, I've got just the deck for you. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin.
Command Fest Orlando is coming October 20th to 22nd. So get ready for a weekend full of Magic the Gathering in one of the country's premier vacation destinations. Get your tickets now at CommandFestOrlando.com.
Cut downs, Mirixes, Wandering Emperors. Okay, we'll see if we actually get to hit a mono red deck with a cut down, or if they drew Kumanos and just play around it. Nope, not mono red. That's weird. The ramp deck's an interesting matchup. You try to keep your planeswalkers on the board, you try to blow up their leyline bindings. Not sure this is ramp, it's just the first thing I think of when I see these lands.
No more distractions.
Everything else is too slow to run the tri-lands at all. I don't even run them in my Esper control decks sometimes. Okay. Give them hell.
We all have things we problem.
2 virtues in the graveyard. Nice. It's your move. Pass. Feels like they have a binding, right?
I'm home.
Okay, that resolved. Maybe they want their Sunfall to be good? I don't know. Low pressure here, low pressure there. Liliana threading the ultimate.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Go for the throat down, okay. And then binding the Lily or cycle. They just don't have it right now. They don't have it. It's just gonna get more brutal from there. Chant or something. Legion to Ashes. Love this card. Hit all the planeswalkers. Hit all the permanents. Restless Cottage. Green black. I think I like the mid-range matchup. I think I'll take that matchup all the time. Jund. I'm wrong. I guess we're chilling. If you have a 6-drop in your deck, you will draw it in your opener. Just keep track of that. Be impressed. All right. Well, they're going to have to start taking actions, or I'm just going to Mirix them. They want to steal my stuff. Yeah. Not much I can do about that. But Eternal Wanderer can get it back. If it's... Well, I guess we don't have creatures, and we're unlikely to have artifacts. They stole my Liliana. Good for you.
When I win, you're telling me what you know about don't overthink things.
All right, we could just edict it away, but we need to save that for the cottage. Let's make a Mirix token. Now we Legion the Liliana. Attack with the Mirix token. Pass. Renin 7, another planeswalker. I guess we probably won't get the luxury of holding for this cottage.
Those who harm the forest.
And they make a tree folk.
Gifts nature grows.
Okay. Sacrifice a planeswalker. Looks like we get a super friend showdown. Their planeswalkers versus my planeswalkers.
Made manifest.
Make the most of the little time I have.
That will take care of the tree folk. And we attack with the token that can't block. The opponent has 4 colors showing, but that plains is mine, right? Yeah. Another one.
I will give you all the time I can muster. Allies everywhere.
They get to attack with this cottage, exile a card, and make a food. Didn't even have to pay for it. Busted.
I don't yield so easily.
All right, get out of here, you. Have so many ways to kill planeswalkers. I guess we hold the Aganjo because we exiled that Liliana. This is a double striker, which will probably get cut down.
Show them the edge of your blade.
Maybe we don't play a land because we're very likely to get to use this Aganjo. And we just hold this Takenuma to get back the Wanderer. Yeah, we don't have to make a might here. It's not that important, I don't think. Endless value from Questing Druid, Mosswood Dread Knight. Yeah, Jund Adventures. It's going to be tough. They're not going to run out of things to do. So we just have to keep them focused on the board. So we have to keep making board presence. Dread Knight draw. Dread Knight cast. They'll probably block and cast it from the graveyard again. Are we fine with that? Could also just exile it, but then we're not making creatures, which I think we need to make. They're taking it. Pretty happy about that.
For your help.
We're running out of stuff though, and they have infinite stuff. So this is going to be really hard. All right, power up. And point something at it. 2 go for the throats. So now we Ganjo this thing. They don't have any black right now, right? And that's what it takes to cast it from graveyard. I'm gonna play the Druid. It's a 1/1. I draw more land, and I know what to do with. But the idea here is keep the pressure on.
Show them the edge of your blade.
Double strike's pretty strong. They're looking at potential lethal damage. It looks like they're drawing. Down to 7. I mean, they need to be on the board. Keep in mind, I can remove a blocker with the Emperor's ability if they don't get rid of this. Oh, we got him on the run now. They also have a food. Definitely not over. We use this now. I think we do. We might need the double white. Opponent does not have basics. Noted. Oh, look. Another land. Flooding out might still be winning. Okay, exile this. Swing all. They block here. They take 6. Nah, just keep making these. They're gonna divide up. Down to 5 for poison.
I brought that.
Here's Ashiok. That's capable of making 2 blockers. Opponent wants to attack. Let's kill it. Okay. Make 2 Mirrex tokens. Opponent chumps exile 1 with the Eternal Wanderer. They chump the other knight, so they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dead. Keels MTG. Let's go. Sure. This hand has lots of ramp and lands that could be spells if I draw other lands. What kind of a deck does our opponent have for us? A Plaza of Heroes and a Skrelv. Let's try to get to the Sunfall. Sunfall can cure an Esper Legends board even if they curve out with Rafine. Although Thalia makes it difficult. Don't ya? Don't ya? Okay. Well, that's a good draw. Because now we can ramp right through the Thalia. The solution to Thalia. Ramp through the Thalia. Look at them go. Look at them go. Having the time of their life over there. Curving out amazingly well. Attacking for 2 damage. And then it all came to an abrupt halt. Still turn 4 Sunfall through a Thalia. Ba-dum-dum. J to the G, baby. G to the G. So far, Magic is easy. Just draw what you need. And go first. That's nice, too. What kind of deck are we up against? Cosmetic Ashiok sleeves. Deserted Beach. This might be a show for Liliana. I think if they play Make Disappear, we might get it on the Celestis, and if we don't, this card might stick to the battlefield most of the game, so it's pretty good. Esper Control. And I immediately get a Celestis trigger. So do we send out Liliana or we just try to Mirrex them for a while? I mean, I like Mirrex. They've overdrawn their hand, so let's see if they have a card to play. You want to kill it or you want to discard? Discard. Yeah. Uh-huh. To the surprise of nobody ever.
Feel the energy of battle.
But they tapped out, didn't they?
Water. Keep watch for intruders.
What a turn. server can barely handle it.
A fight? And you think you won't be outsmarting me?
One less path to peril in the world. And we draw another Edict, which is better than Legion, I guess. We can Murex and Edict on the same turn, for example. All right, opponent, you gotta do something. You're now down a Murex, a Celestis, and a Planeswalker. The Fortress. Kind of want the Fortress, but they are representing another Wandering Emperor. They have 2 Wandering Emperors. I think they're just going to Memory Deluge. That's my prediction. Not to mention, I'll just have to discard this if they don't. Alrighty then. Oh, this one hit. No throats to go for. Come on. Come on.
Run away. You'll be safe.
Cheaters out here, man.
May your blade strike true.
How do they do it? How do they load their deck with everything they need and draw it? They had such a good turn.
Guards, to me.
Watch it.
And just like that, we're the ones struggling. But yeah, maybe we can get rid of this Emperor at the cost of our own Liliana. Yeah, that's a good top deck, right? So good. Okay. No real choices though.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
So we could go after the Wandering Emperor with the Fortress, but nothing would defend Lily, and I think the highest potential upside play is that we kill this and then block the Samurai and keep our Liliana.
Until next time, then.
We still have double Murex. We still have a Restless Fortress. We've still done significant damage to their hand. Surely we can corral a victory. Tricks? No tricks yet. It might Sunfall here, but that would be fine. Alright, so add a white. Resolve. Then activate a Murex. We don't have a blocker though, and it doesn't look like we're going to draw one. So goodbye, Liliana.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
We'll keep the Murex pressure on. They're up to 3. We have double activations.
Sorry, I'm not interested in dying today.
And now they reload. They're going to be way up in cards. So we're just going to have to really, really crank out the mites. Which is good, because we don't draw any non-land cards in this deck, ever. It has a removal. I don't think either deck will have creatures, so I don't think we care about the enchantment side. Their life total isn't too alarming. Sunset Revelry. I have 1 card in hand, 22 to 16, 1 creature, 2. Okay. They've got some blockers. No attack. Just keep going. More land. Ooh, Eternal Wanderer. I think they'll have a counter spell though, huh? Sure seems like it. Just keep the pressure on. Easy. The Emperor. Counter over here.
During my travels.
It's a little risky.
Let me show you.
If they somehow killed this Might, which I don't think they can because they haven't had the spot removal, then they could attack back on the Emperor and kill her. But of course, if they're attacking with this token, they're not blocking with it. Interesting. That could have killed the Emperor. Shows you how scared they're getting. It's a big card.
A whole legion of enemies.
Huh.
Gotta think on my feet.
Yeah, we'll keep that. You'd think they'd want to affect the board in their situation.
You're going to rest in pieces.
She's so feisty. Dude, another relevant draw. Unreal. All right, so they kept Kaya on 6. That's 7 and a potential lethal with 2 counters, but I think we've got to get down our Eternal Wanderer. Could also Liliana the Hand. But I think it's this. At least it's something that Kaya's not going to hit.
Clean up this mess. I'll handle this one.
A lot of Planeswalker killers there. They make some 1/1s. Wrong gas, aren't they? Yes, they are.
I'll keep watch.
It's not that good, right? We can do better. Hexproof, huh? How many edicts did we go through? 3? We have 1 left. No reaction from the opponent there.
Let your brains do the talking.
This is my home, and I don't overthink things.
Discard Otawara. Something that could actually affect a Planeswalker. Shrug. Their own Mirrex. Yeah, draw some cards. I'll make you discard them. Plus,
That's just a start.
on 7 poison, they're gonna race. I guess they are.
your eyes sharp.
They can exile that, so they can make a 1/1. The 1/1 can attack. We can make a 1/1. Do we plus? Do we kind of have to push for an ultimate here, don't we? I think we do. Would have preferred to draw land.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Well, what you got? 3 planeswalkers versus 1. Who will win? When did Kaya become the new Nicole Bolas? Took a gatewatch to challenge her. Yep.
I've done my research.
Gotta keep digging for the edict, right? That's how we get out of this. Okay. Well, we can get rid of that with the Eternal Wanderer. Or they might power it up and we get rid of it with Liliana, but probably not. They pass turn, we make creature. Could really use one more land to get back to the double Mirrex. I wouldn't have thought that would have been a problem. Okay. They're also good at drawing cut down. Got it. Good to know. Our own Liliana. So much trouble, but it's fine.
Keep watch for intruders. You started this fight, but I'm going to end.
We gotta try to ultimate this Liliana. That could be a breaker.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Make another creature? I think so. There is the chance they rip a Sunfall, sweep the board, then attack us. So I guess that's a bit too much. Can't have that.
You're coming with me.
Well, Kaya, what'll it be? More draw twos.
Gotta think on my feet.
I mean, I just said I want the land, right? We'll see if I regret that. Rude.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave.
Better to be lucky than good, everybody. Well, we can start piling up stuff in our hand now. Eat.
I'll only need one blade to beat you.
Thank you. Let your blade do the talking.
I'm sure they'll find a sweeper now. Interesting. Only 21 cards in their deck. What a rope. What a rope. Shouldn't be that hard to cast a sweeper or cast Deluge to find it, unless they already spent all of their sweepers. We see a Sunfall, we see a Farewell, we see a Sunfall. It's possible. Unlikely. Usually best of one players are more like the 7 sweeper range than the 3. And I'm definitely not saying that's correct. Yep, I'll keep the land. Just try to murk some. Huh. Well, hopefully they just have a lot of counter spells. They might have another Kaya.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Still going for poison damage. Yeah, draw cards. You've done it all game. Uh-huh. No kidding.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my people.
Played it. Have no idea what to do with it. They killed a double striker. Huh.
You are not much of a roadblock.
Whale. And opponent with oops all interaction there. Yeah, their whole plan, I guess, is to keep this Kaya no matter what. But I plan to kill him with poison, so...
Show them the edge of your blade.
Let him have that Wandering Emperor, it's fine. I think honestly getting in that poison hit, we'll see, but I have a feeling that'll bite him. They're on 14 cards in their deck. So sad to watch somebody draw so many cards and struggle to close, but let's see. Maybe they got something coming at me. The end. Yep.
Hold on any longer.
Out comes the rope. "23-minute game." I'm pretty sure they've used about 17 of those minutes.
See you later.
Uh-huh.
We must
You got it.
protect the people.
No sweeper, I guess. Better play your whale. Are you gonna die? 3 mana open. What counter spells have they even played? None? I don't think any. Just no counter spells. So we have to be sure they have like a dissipate or something. They're not dead on board right now because they have 2 blockers. That also means that they're not blocking the samurai or the samurai. If I can resolve the Legion to Ashes, we win, right? Well, I guess they could still have a removal spell. Resolves. Go team, go. No effects. So you die. Control mages. Am I right, guys? Am I right? And we are back for the post-game wraps, and remember to check out untap.gg. There's a link in the description. If you use it, I actually get a little kickback if you download the app and try it yourself. You can track your win rates and your matchups. So I'm 5-3 playing this deck. That's a pretty good win rate in current standard. So we'll take that where it is. And I bet if we did play and continue to refine and get good with this deck, that it could get you to Mythic. So it is a player in the meta. I think it has some serious weaknesses when it goes up against decks that do run a good number of counter spells. But even those control decks at this point in the meta are kind of handicapped because they have to lean so hard against anti-aggro to beat decks like mono red that just slipping a planeswalker or two through their defenses and then getting it up to an ultimate or just getting a lot of advantage off it can absolutely break the game. So this deck is in a pretty good spot, and if mono red were literally the only deck in the meta, as it often is in best of one, then this can be a good way to take advantage of other decks that are overcompensating to beat mono red by punishing them with a bunch of planeswalkers, a type that they're not prepared to deal with. So yeah, take this deck out on ladder and see how you do with it. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Like and subscribe. You're cool.